Today, this podcast might be a bit brutal because I'm going to tell you why the reason you are miserable or failing in life might be down to your partner or your best friend or your parents. And I hate to say it, but this can be very true. It's really sad because the people who are the closest to you should be the ones supporting you, loving you, wanting you to achieve everything that you've ever dreamed of. But sometimes it's really not the case. Now, I've been in a fair few negative relationships in my life, and I don't just talk about romantic relationships, I talk about friendships, I talk about family relations as well. And I am now in a place where I will only allow people close to me who I know are supportive of me, who show me unconditional love, and will challenge me, but in the right ways. We always want to be challenged in the right way. We don't want to be challenged in a way that makes us feel unworthy or not good enough or unhappy. But we want somebody to challenge us in a way that they see that we can be better and we can strive towards our goals, and maybe we're neglecting ourselves a little bit. And your best friend, your family, your partner are meant to be the ones to go, okay, you can do this, you can be better than this, like, challenge yourself. But unfortunately, we also have people who are meant to give us that love and that support that instead tear us down and want to see us suffer. It's horrible to say that. Even when I say that, and I think back to when I was younger and some of the people who claimed that they loved me and they supported me, but would then tear me down or mentally or physically abuse me. And then in the same breath go, but I love you. I do love you. No, no, no. Mm-mm. That is not how it should be. Like, I am telling you now, it should never be like that. You only want to surround yourself with the people who will help you feel alive, feel purposeful, fulfilled, see that you are capable of anything and everything. And as I said, unfortunately, so many people don't do that. And sometimes you do have to cut off relationships because they can be the reason that you are failing. They can be the reason that you don't see your capabilities in your career, or they can be the reason you decide, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to run a marathon or join a gym or start a podcast or do something that I've always dreamed of, because they make you feel like your dreams are unrealistic, or they make you feel like you're not good enough to do that. Have you ever said that, or have you ever spoke passionately about something to only feel like the person you're speaking about it to is shutting it down and making you feel like that's a stupid idea? It should never be that way. It really shouldn't. When you speak about something that you really want to do and you're passionate about, and you speak about it to somebody that you love or you're close to, they should be helping you feel alive with it and believe in yourself. Every time I talk about anything that I want to do, I know my number one fan will be my best friend. I know that my boyfriend will hype me up. Now, both of them might not always agree with some of the things I want to do. They'll always keep me grounded, but they'll support me in everything that I do. When I moved to Dubai last year, my best friend was gutted, absolutely gutted. We are like this. We are like twin sisters because we are almost inseparable. We would spend every single day together. We would go for walks every morning together. We would go to the gym together. Like, literally, we were best friends. No, we are best friends, but we were inseparable. And when I moved to Dubai, she was so gutted because it was like losing her right arm. But of course she was going to support me in that. As much as selfish as it might have been to turn around and go, I don't want you to go. And she said to me, she was like, I don't want you to go out of selfishness for me because I love you and I don't want you to leave me, which is fair. But she's like, I want you to go because I want you to achieve that dream, achieve that goal. I want you to do something that you are so passionate about and you want more than anything because you deserve to do that. And she will support me in everything that I do. Whereas I remember a partner that I was with previously who I said I wanted to move to Dubai to. I remember his response was, I said, we should go together, like I didn't want to leave him behind. And his response was, why do you want to go there? Why would you do that? Like, what's there for you? Do you think that that's a good idea? Do you belong there? And it was so judgmental and it shut it down. It shut down the dream for me. And it made me think, oh, maybe I shouldn't, maybe it is a stupid idea. Maybe I shouldn't do that. But the second I spoke to my best friend, the person who was supportive, is loving, who was in my corner no matter what, she made me believe in myself that I could achieve that. When I won my professional status as a bikini athlete, the one person that believed in me more than anything, again, my best friend, the whole time, she believed in me more than I did. And because she believed in me so much and she supported what I did so much, it made me start to believe in myself more. And I remember her saying to me, I know one day you're going to get your pro card, professional status. I don't know when, but you're gonna do it. And that made me try more. It made me invest in my dream more because I was like, this one person believes in me. My mum didn't have a clue. My mum is supportive of everything that I do as an athlete, but she didn't have a clue. So she couldn't support me in that way, but to the point where I believed in myself. Whereas my best mate gets the sport despite her not competing. She's not active in it. She believed in me. And because she believed in me to that extent, it made me believe in myself. And that's why you always have to surround yourself with those relationships that sometimes believe in you more than you do in order to help you see where you can go and see what you can achieve. And you'll achieve so much more in your life surrounded by the right relationships, because the wrong relationships will take from you. They will minimize you. They will make you small. And sometimes those relationships that don't benefit you, and it's not to say that a relationship should always, benefit. A relationship's not there for you to just take from and take from and take from. And does it serve me? Does it serve me? It's not about that in a relationship. A relationship is, you're a team with anybody you're in a relationship with, or you have a friendship with. You collaborate together. That's what it's about. It's about supporting one another, benefit one another, challenging one another, and loving one another. But if a relationship you're in takes from you more than it helps you grow and develop, then it's probably not worth being in. You can do a lot on your own. You can strive towards your goals a lot on your own. And for a good few years, when I have been in not the best relationships with not the best partners, I knew that they weren't pouring into me. They weren't believing in me when I was in, working towards my goals. But I had enough self-belief, luckily, from myself and from my coach as well, because my coach and my friends, obviously, they gave a lot into me. So they helped me believe in myself. They allowed me to keep progressing in my goals. But there was always that niggling doubt and niggling negativity from that partner that would make me hold back a little. And then I would leave because, of course, I don't want to be with somebody that's making me feel rubbish in myself. And then I would thrive further because they weren't there, because that negativity wasn't pulling me down. You're a subject of your own environment. I truly believe that. So if you are surrounded by positive people, love, belief, then you're only going to thrive. But if you're surrounded by negativity, a lack of ambition, people that don't believe in you, then of course what's going to happen is you're going to be pulled back. You're going to stay in a place of discomfort and challenge, because essentially you're not going to want to push yourself any further, because you know that they don't really believe in you being able to get there. So why would you try? If they're not believing in you, why should you believe in you? So it's super important that you ensure that your relationships are bringing positivity to you rather than taking. So you might have to take a bit of time to reflect on this. And I'm not going to sit here and go, break up with your boyfriend now. Get rid of your mates. They're no good for you. Your mum, never speak to her again. Absolutely not. It's not about that. I'm not saying cut off everybody, that makes you feel a little bit negative. Because there are times where some people, some friends may make you feel like that. And that doesn't mean it's the end of the friendship, but it does mean that you have to take responsibility for your reaction and what you take from that person. Sometimes you got to shut yourself off and not intake everything that they may say, because sometimes people will put opinions or judgments or beliefs on you, and it's actually your responsibility to go, okay, I'm accepting what you're saying, but I'm actually going to think differently about that. And that's absolutely fine. Like there are people that you're not going to want to cut off in life, and there's people that you're not going to be able to cut off. So we have to learn to be able to manage our mind in a way that we can manage challenges like that and difficulties like that from those relationships, but we don't necessarily have to cut off the friendship or the relationship or whatnot. But I will say, if it is to a point where it is stopping you live your life and it is stopping you work towards your goals and your dreams, and your life is on pause and the things you want to achieve are on pause because of a relationship, then maybe you do need to do something about that, because you can't live in a way where you feel so negative, so unhappy, and you lack belief, not because it's you, but because it's who you're around, that maybe you need to check that. Because there's no way that I'm only going to live on this planet once and not strive towards everything that I want to achieve and that I want to do because one person is going, you can't do that. No, I can do whatever I want. And you can as well. You can do whatever you want, but you're going to be able to do it and achieve it so much more with the right people around you that are pushing you and believing in you, and you equally believing in them, because you want each other to succeed. And that's what you really want in life, in your relationships. Surround yourself with like-minded people that want the same things as you and want to see you succeed and be happy. You don't want those people that want you to fail. So check your relationships.